and today we are here with.
I am si Teralima Nasruddin.
Nor Ain.
I am Faida Mamayo Corobong from the College of Engineering.
I am Salahuddin Misbah.
And I am Faisal Samsudi.
All right. So, the question here is that do you think that your personality or identity in person and online is different?
In social media, I don't share my happy moments and bad moments, ganun. Kasi, yun nga, parang sinasabi nila may evil eye, ganun. So, yun, sa person na talaga is ma-sharing talaga akong tao. Pero kapag ma-socialize, gano'n. Sinishare ko sa mga friends ko, yung mga experiences ko, yung mga lesson, open up naman, nag-open up ako sa mga close friends ko. So, people might think sa mga FB friends ko na super low-key ko kasi hindi nga ako active. Oo, hindi ako active sa social media. Sa person lang talaga ako active.
For me, yes. For example, when I'm happy na I want to share, for example, quotes or shared posts that connect to in my feelings.
Yeah.
Yes. Then, in personal, na I'm not that too expressive and I can't really that express my feelings openly and freely.
My personality in personal and also in online is different. As my personality is I am extrovert, so I enjoy talking to people and I often enjoy social interaction. And also I think the unique personality that I have is I easily talk to stranger, so they often call me like I am happy-go-lucky. And then in other side in online, I think it is mixed. Like I can be introvert and somehow I can be
As for me, there are a lot of things that are hidden in my social account and such. If you get to know me personally, of course, you will explore something that are not being shared in my online platforms. And yes, I do have a different personality.
As for me naman is, I think, yes, I have different identity or personalities in person and of course in online. And sometimes interchangeably, minsan maingay ako sa social media and minsan naman mas maingay ako sa in person. Pero I have this personality of mine na minsan tahimik lang. Ganun.
Hello, we are back. We are so back for yet another episode of this podcast.
Yes, indeed, Shab, we are so back. So, in our previous episode, we have discussed the influence of technology to our language. And there we have mentioned that we use social medias like Messenger or Instagram to communicate with other people.
And now we will be discussing about we as social media users construct our own identity in online world.
It is an interesting topic since social media has always been used by individuals to communicate and interact with others, and that various interactions happen in social media.
Yes, and these individuals, these social media users, they have their own little way of presenting themselves differently online.
Yes, right. But before we delve more into this discussion or topic, why not let us introduce ourselves first to, for our new fans, our new viewers out there. So, hi, I am Shab.
I am Natch.
And I am Nica.
And last but never the least, I am Hannah. And without further ado, let us jump into our latest topic.
Yes.
All right. I know there is no need naman to ask, di ba? Kasi we all know the answer. Pero let me ask you for reference and of course to be sure. Like, we all use instant messaging naman, di ba? To communicate with other people.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Surely we do. We use different instant messaging apps, and that we have different ways of conveying our messages, our expressing ourselves in online, depending on who we talk to. And in general, honestly speaking, we have different online identities in online community, for instance, and that it is very different in real world, right?
Yeah, definitely. I agree because when we are interacting or communicating through with other people through social media or in online community rather, we tend to alter our own identity or our personality to that's why I think we tend to change alter our personality differently in person. That's why it's very crucial for us then to talk about this matter.
Yes, that is why in today's episode, we are going to explore and answer the questions, why do we present ourselves differently online?
Yes, and other than that, we are also going to answer the question: how do we actually present ourselves differently online? Like we are going to talk about the techniques. However, we would like to give an important disclaimer that we all are aware that sometimes it is unconscious. We do it unconsciously that we present ourselves differently, diba?
Yes, but before we delve more into this topic, why not let us start into sharing our opinions and suggestions or opinions on this topic. So as we mentioned earlier, we have different ways of conveying our messages in online community and in real world, in which in the way we communicate in online and in reality are sometimes misunderstood because our online identity are sometimes perceived to be our real identity in real world, which is very much different, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, true. Kasi, we have really different personalities when it comes to social media. For me naman, I think it depends on the people we talk with or the context itself. Kasi for me, I'm naturally clingy and affectionate towards to the people that I'm close to, my friends, my family. But when it comes to online, I am a very quiet person. Kasi I don't spend too much time on social media, so I forgot to reply their messages, especially when it comes to group conversations. I have no idea sometimes of what these people are talking about. So that's why I leave or ignore the entire group conversation. So, but when it comes to someone din naman na when someone approached me when it comes to private messages, I instantly responded kasi parang it's urgent talaga. So, but when it comes naman din to the people that I'm not very close with, I put extra effort to set the tone in a friendly way kasi to avoid misunderstandings as well as kasi I'm really worried na ma-misinterpret nila yung sasabihin ko. So, with my close friends naman, I'm much more relaxed. I send more short replies or just emojis. Kasi I think they will understand me by just without needing a lot of explanation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
true naman.
And I find it fascinating how we construct our online personas, diba? For me, I think social media gives us this unique platform to express different sides of ourselves. Sometimes sometimes I'm more calculated about what I share and that I carefully choose how I want to be perceived online. And it's like, what I wanted to say is that we all become directors of our own digital media.
Yes. Yeah, so as for me, the way I see it, I feel like the reason why we are able to present ourselves differently online is because it is CMC. So therefore, it is easier for us to construct the identity that we want kasi nga with the lack of nonverbal cues, di ba? Like say for example is yung catfishing, the concept of catfishing, right? So these individuals who engage to such act, it is easier for them to pretend like someone who they are not kasi nga they can just type whatever they want and then they can frame themselves to be someone who they want to be, diba?
I get it. So yeah, as for me, I think this all depends on who I am talking with. So I adjust to their preferences. So for instance, if wordy yung kausap ko, I get to be wordy in my in how I communicate with them too. So I cannot say that I have a specific online identity. It all depends on who I am talking with. and that we change our online identity because we fear of getting canceled, and that we tend to parang binabagay natin yung attitude natin to the majority in online community. So yeah, that's how I perceive that, how I perceive our online identity, how it changes our online identity rather. So yeah, basically overall, what the possibilities of changing our online identity is all because of how we fear of getting canceled, and that we tend to adjust to what majority wants or the majority's preferences.
Yes, I agree. So, shall we now move on to exploring how do we actually present ourselves differently?
Yes, sure.
Okay, now that we have talked about conveying our messages differently in online world and in real life world, now let's talk about how we present ourselves differently in online. So focusing on the techniques or the styles that we employ in regard with communicating with other people.
So, mostly kasi, when it comes to social media apps, I don't post anything. But in real world, I am very talkative and I am vocal on my comments and what I see, what I observe. But when it comes to social media, even though I have a lot to say, like comments on such posts, I tend to keep it to myself because hindi ako ganon ka-confident when it comes to voicing out my opinions in social media because I know that a lot of people can see it. Meanwhile, in instant messages or for instance in chatting in Messenger, I am very vocal too, but it depends on who I am talking with, just like what I have mentioned earlier. I tend to adjust the style of my text or my language. For instance, if I am not very close with the person, I use languages that is not too provocative or very respectful and polite, that will sound not too provocative at all and friendly at least, and not awkward or not imposing positions or impositions or authority. Meanwhile, if I am very close with the one I am chatting with, then I am very wordy, and then it's obvious when I am very interested to the topic or I am very interested to the person because I use double words or I ended my sentences in I double the
Prolong.
letters.
Yeah.
Yes, it shows how much I like talking to you, and then I do not agree or I sometimes contradict your opinions because I want to get to know more of that person. So basically it is all a strategy of how I talk in online community and online identity.
Ako naman, I noticed that I'm pretty strategic about my online interactions. Like, on social media, I'm careful about what I post. And I may be choosing photos that show my best side or sharing content that reflects the image that I want to project and show people online. And then with different friend groups, I will always adjust my communication style. Like with my close friends, I might be direct and casual, but with professional or colleagues or acquaintances, I'll be more measured and thoughtful about my chosen words.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So, in my case naman, we actually have the same case where usually or sometimes we prolong our message. Kasi I take it seriously the absence of tone and facial expressions when communicating via CMC or, especially if text-based. Kasi because of this, because of its absence, it could actually sometimes lead to miscommunication, right? Once I have encountered that, they said na when your message ends with a period, it could hint that you are angry. Have you guys, girls, encountered that?
That's new to me, but
Yeah, when your message ends with a period, it could hint that you are angry. And what can you do, diba? It's the correct way to end a sentence,
I
diba?
usually end my sentences in period.
Yeah, right?
When especially when I'm talking with teachers.
Ako
My
naman,
formal,
feeling ko-
very
Yeah.
formal.
Ako naman, feeling ko galit sa akin yung tao pag naka-caps lang.
Yeah.
But you usually chat me with caps lock.
yun na nga, going back, for me to avoid such instances is usually, yun na nga, I prolong my messages like yung just see the difference between the
For example, yung okay.
oh, yes, yan. Oo.
Okay.
Yeah, like see the difference between the okay na okay AY lang. Di ba? Parang it appears unfriendly. However, kapag marami yung Y, it appears to be more friendly.
You know what's very interesting? Because what's more interesting is that we all have the same personality, I think. Kasi, you know, as what I've mentioned earlier, that I present myself a bit differently then. Kasi I tend to prolong my words or messages to create a friendly tone then to avoid being misunderstood. So, and just like, same with Nica, I also don't post much on Facebook kasi there are some circumstances where when the people I know might take my post as if I am referring to them. So to avoid much intrigue parang parinig. So to avoid much intrigue, just don't post on Facebook. But I prefer using Instagram to post my selfies, my pictures, of course, just to update my friends what I've been up to. Yeah, so but even though that is actually set to private then, so what I'm saying is that I'm not super active then in social media, so that's why I tend to forget to reply their messages. So but in person though, I am very talkative and
Yeah, we could all agree.
expressive. Yeah, you know, guys, you know me.
Speaking from
Yeah,
experience,
just like
that's true.
Shab. Yeah, I'm very expressive and talkative, which is really pretty different how I come across online. So I feel like it's easier to be myself when I'm talking with the people in face to face or in person, just to know, so that I don't have this worry to, I don't have that.
You don't have to worry.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about my tone.
Diba?
How it would interpreted by the people,
There again, the lack of nonverbal cues, diba? Which could really lead to
Yes,
miscommunication.
I agree. That's why mas maganda na talaga when it comes to
Face to face. Yeah.
Although thanks to online, no, it made
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
easier
It's
for
very
us.
convenient
Yeah,
then.
convenient. Meron din siyang
Made
positive
it,
sides.
convenience
And the use of
The time.
prolonged words then, no?
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
could save a lot
So I
of
think we all agree
conversations.
that we use
Yeah.
prolonged
Yeah.
I think it's very-
double the letters just to signify
You're
how
more friendly,
yeah, we
ganun.
are so friendly and
Less
yes.
rude.
What I observe is that it's really popular among Gen Z,
For
no?
example,
Yeah, oo.
is yung every time na instead of saying okay is you say K. Diba?
Yeah.
For me, I don't
And that's
like
for
that.
millennial, I think.
Millennial.
I
Yeah.
don't like K.
Just like my
K.
sisters who
K.
use that.
Kasi I use K if I'm not interested.
Really?
K with period.
Such interesting.
Signify to tell that people
K.
na or to those
Stop
people
this.
na period. Stop this communication.
Best way to
Oh
end
my
the
gosh.
conversation. Send a K.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what an insightful conversation, no?
Yes.
Okay. So to formally end our episode, let us now give our takeaways.
So for me, I think I'm the first now.
Yeah,
So
the
for me,
first.
my takeaways in this episode is that it made me realize that people act differently when it comes to online and real. In real world, no. Some people might be funny and some are quiet and private, and that's okay. We all have these different ways of expressing ourselves or communicating our opinions. And what I also learned is that we should not judge the people based on their online personality alone. Kasi sometimes there are people na mas better pala yung personality nila in real world. So most importantly is that don't trust people too quickly in online. Kasi what you see is not always the full story. In the end, kasi our online selves are just half part of who we are. So not the whole picture. So I think
Yes.
ganon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, not to be gaya-gaya, but I think we have a same brain cell right there.
Oh.
Because I also agree that what I have learned in this episode is that, yes, we have very different online identity with others. And we have different identity in online and in real world, where some are very comfortable and humorous in online, and in real life they can be silent or perceived as introvert. So yeah, that's it. And in addition, do not trust who we met in online, just in online. Try to get their real life background too, because malay natin, you don't like them in real life, and that, or you like them in real life rather than in online community. Yes.
That's true.
For me, my biggest takeaway in today's episode is that for me, our online identity is a choice. We're not being dishonest. We're just selecting which parts of ourselves we want to share. It's about understanding that a social media is a tool, and we get to control how we use it to express ourselves.
Yes, powerful
Yeah.
word right there.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, similar lang din sa inyo, from our conversation, I have realized the complexities of of us, 'di ba talaga? And that, we have different identities. We have the identity online and then in person, ganon. So, yeah, what I want to say here is that we shouldn't limit our perception of other people just based on their online identities, especially those na yung nakikilala lang natin online, 'di ba?
I think I understand now why we are friends, because we all have
The same
one
person.
or similar
Yeah,
brain
same
cells.
Yeah.
brain cells and same vibes.
That explains.
And wow, I think that's a wrap. We have now reached to the end of this episode. Agreed?
Yes, yeah, I agree. So, viewers, we all want you to know that we are beyond grateful for having you here today. Thank you for watching and listening as we talk about important and relevant topics about CMC.
And we hope you found joy in watching today's episode.
And hopefully you found a new knowledge along the way.
So
Yes.
make sure to comment down below and share your opinions in our comment section.
Yeah.
Yes. And once again,
As we go, do remember that
CMC is a great tool.
so long as we use it responsibly,
We can make the most of it.
Yes.
the most out of it.
Bye.